Death Battle Ghost Rider vs Lobo. Ok. Estoy justo viéndolo en directo ahora en Twitch. Y vamos a hacer una cosa que se me ha olvidado hacer antes de empezar el vídeo, porque soy gilipollas. Y es ver qué habéis votado en el anterior vídeo. O sea, por vuestros comentarios, todo el mundo apunta a Ghost Rider, pero no he visto la votación actual. Así que... Pero me acuerdo los comentarios de la gente diciendo, bueno, Ghost Rider tiene la mirada de mierda esta de Insta-Killer, ¿no? Pero una cosa que he leído muy interesante también es que Lobo no lo quieren ni en el infierno. Vale, ok. Vale, mirad. Por 80% Ghost Rider, 80% versus 19%. O sea que todo el mundo apunta por Ghost Rider. Esto no es nada. Vale, así que... no sabría decirte, ¿vale? ¿Quién puede ganar? Yo es que sinceramente creo que va a ganar Lobo porque van a hacer trampas. O sea, Ghost Rider lo va a matar, pero Lobo no va a morir, pero no va a ganar ahí. Y esas cosas, ¿vale? Seguramente. Esa es mi realidad, creo yo, ¿eh? Pero bueno. Suscribiros y sí, así me gusta. Entre y así me gusta casi. Recordad venir a esto. ¿Te has visto el nuevo trailer de Need for Speed Hit? Yo no me interesa Need for Speed. Bueno, esas cosas. A ver qué pasa, sinceramente, a ver qué pasa. O sea, no sé qué va a pasar. Y sinceramente no sé quién debería ganar. Porque no sé quién debería ganar. Aparte, luego está la plata de que los poderes de Marvel no funcionan en DC. Como el guantelete infinito. Sí, quizá lo de... pero bueno.
The thrill of the kill, bounty hunting isn't for the faint of heart.
Especially when your usual targets are superheroes.
The Ghost Rider, Marvel's relentless spirit of vengeance.
And Lobo, the space-hogging main man of DC Comics. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Even at a young age, Johnny Blaze lived life on the edge. Son to the accomplished cyclist Barton Blaze, he was sadly witness to his father's death in a stunt gone wrong.
But he got adopted by another stuntman, Crash Crash Simpson. It's no surprise that Johnny became a stunt performer himself until Crash's wife died in a stunt gone wrong.
Only now apparently aware that motorcycles can be dangerous, Johnny swore to never perform again.
And then Crash got cancer. Damn, even I don't have parent issues this bad.
Completely devastated, Johnny refused to let Crash die. Willing to risk it all, he turned to the one person who could fix everything.
Everyone's favorite problem solver, Satan!
This was Mephistopheles, one of the many lords of hell who happened to have a special interest in Johnny's family line.
A ver, en DC y Marvel hay muchos demonios. Satán, Lucifer, Mephisto.
The deal succeeded, and Crash was healed, but then he died in, well, a stunt gone wrong.
I mean, he's a stuntman whose name is Crash. Should have seen it coming. And after all that, Johnny got stuck with being Mephisto's bitch for
Mephisto, ¿lo ves?
Mephisto even sandwiched him together with a demonic spirit of vengeance named Zarathos.
Zarathos, ask your doctor if it's right for you, or your exorcist.
Long ago, Zarathos was a powerful demon who threatened Mephisto's realm. Eventually, Mephisto defeated him, forcing him into eternal servitude.
And with their power combined, Johnny and Zarathos roamed the world, punishing the wicked as the embodiment of a death metal album cover, the Ghost Rider. Oh god, that's terrifying!
Well, sure, his visage instills fear unto many.
What? No, Ghost Rider looks awesome! I'm talking about Nick Cage.
Agreed. Anyway, as the Ghost Rider, he became one of the universe's greatest threats. He has superhuman strength and speed, and his skeletal body can regenerate from practically any amount of damage.
And if Blaze's last name wasn't obvious enough, he can shoot fire! Oh, but not just any fire, hellfire. The best kind of fire.
The kind that's infused with magic that burns not just your flesh, but bypasses conventional defenses to attack your very soul. He can throw fireballs, raise walls of flame, rain fire from the sky, and even conjure weapons and objects out of thin air, such as a demonic shotgun and an infinite stream of chains.
And his badass ride, the Hell Cycle. This baby can look however Johnny wants, but he usually summons it as a panhead chopper. It can respond to Johnny's thoughts, scale walls, and even outrace Thor's hammer Mjolnir.
The same hammer that crossed a galaxy and back in a single minute.
Y aquí hacen trampas ya. Ya ponen un cómic especial y ponen el poder de Thor para poner, para chetarlo aún más. Eso no me gusta. Va a ganar de momento Ghost Rider. Solo puedes hacer gilipollas.
But while his hellfire and chains are vicious weapons in their own right, they're often used to ensnare the Ghost Rider's victims as he goes in for a truly diabolical kill. Or should I say, a penance.
The penance stare is basically Hell's timeout corner of pain. Ghost Rider isn't angry, he's just disappointed, and he wants you to think about what you've done. And
a Lobo no le afectaría ese golpe.
Under the penance stare, the Ghost Rider forces you to relive all the pain and misery you've inflicted on others throughout your entire life. No indiscretion, no matter how minor, is safe from the Ghost Rider's gaze.
So that time I put ground laxatives in my 4th grade math teacher's coffee and gave her the shits. Does that mean the stare would give my soul the shits too?
Not literally, but you would experience the anger, humiliation, and the butt cramps.
So basically eternal damnation, got it.
But should your sins be so numerous and terrible, the penance stare could even obliterate your soul, leaving you an empty husk.
The stare doesn't work on everybody, though.
Repito.
You might survive if you're blind, don't have a soul, draw power from pain, or if you're a weirdo like Thanos who gets off on that shit. Still, Ghost Rider's grab bag of hell powers let him tear up some of the biggest assholes in the world, and even some of the good guys like Hulk, Thor, and Doctor Strange.
He's quick enough to dodge bullets or even outright catch them in his teeth. He's powerful enough to create massive eruptions, blow up mountains, and even tear down a skyscraper. The average skyscraper weighs over 200,000 tons. That's the same weight as 1,100 blue whales.
Or one ex-wife. I'm gonna write that on her next alimony check.
And given his hellish heritage, he's rather difficult to kill.
Bullets, poison, fire, he's survived it all. Even a beatdown from World War Hulk just got him even more pissed and extra flamey.
Not just that. Remember Zarathos? Johnny Blaze isn't simply a host for the demon, but a limiter for his full power. Throughout his life as the writer, Johnny has constantly battled Zarathos in the mind, barely holding on to some semblance of sanity. Should his will to resist the demon falter, Zarathos can take full control, and all hell breaks loose. Not literally, but pretty close.
Oh, and plot twist, Zarathos was never actually a demon at all, but an angel of justice. Fire skull head and everything. When he's unleashed, he becomes so powerful, even Doctor Strange wets his robes. And this is the guy who pops supernovas like Pez.
While Zarathos was bonded to another host, they even managed to defeat Mephisto in his own realm. For reference, Mephisto once battled Galactus, devourer of worlds. Stars detonated, galaxies trembled, and the entire universe was at risk, simply as a byproduct of their battle.
And if
Otra vez hablan de personajes que no son ellos para intentar poder lo va a poder.
Of course, the Ghost Rider isn't invincible. Johnny is technically vulnerable as an ordinary human being. Even while transformed, the Rider can be killed via holy weaponry.
But Johnny's doing alright, sitting pretty on Mephisto's throne. I guess things worked out okay for him, even if he's not too keen on being the devil's bounty hunter.
So let this be a warning. Should you ever hear the rumble of a motorcycle in the distance and the glow of an ethereal flame on the horizon, count your sins, because the Ghost Rider is coming. And may God have mercy on your soul.
Sorry, all out of mercy.
Lobo.
Let's turn the clocks back to a distant era of sin and debauchery.
The 1990s.
Inspired by the financial success of Watchmen and The Dark Knight Returns, comic writers started churning out grim and gritty superheroes by the dozen, like Cable, Azrael, and Overkill.
Yeah, they were badass looking at first, but I mean, what's even happening here?
It got so absurd that someone needed to knock these roided out monstrosities down a peg.
The world needed a hero. No, a parody.
Enter the planet Zarnia, once the brightest beacon of peace and happiness in the universe, until its inhabitants were annihilated by a biological catastrophe. leaving only one survivor, the last son of Zarnia, Lobo.
The one that killed all the rest of them. A guy whose name literally translates in Sarnian to he who devours your entrails and thoroughly enjoys it. What? Awesome! Why wasn't I named that?
Lobo is so unimaginably evil that his birth caused the midwife who delivered him to go insane. The first Sarnian to do so in 10,000 years.
Some even think that Zarnia was so perfect and good, the universe made Lobo to balance things out. Hey, didn't you say the same thing about me when we first met, Wiz?
That I did. Simply put, Lobo was unique and desired to be even more so. Thus, he ensured he was the only Zarnian alive in the universe.
I fragged the rest of the planet for my high school science project. Gave myself an A.
Yeah, he's definitely insanely awesome!
Lobo left the desecrated corpse of his former home to become a bounty hunter, probably because it's the only profession that legally allows him to murder.
Don't worry, he'll murder you illegally too. Lobo doesn't discriminate. He even has a special gender-neutral insult in the name of my next motorcycle, Bastich.
My bike! Dragon bastard!
Anyway, Lobo's bagged some pretty crazy bounties across the universe, including Santa Claus, 2 near-omnipotent dwarf gods, and even things that don't exist, apparently.
And Lobo's Zarnian physiology is just as absurd to match. He possesses godlike strength, speed, and invulnerability, so much so that he can tear through hordes of superheroes like nothing. Should he somehow suffer damage, he also has an impressive healing factor.
He's like if Superman and Deadpool had a baby, which is a lot more terrifying when I say it out loud.
Did somebody say Deadpool?
No, go away! There. He's gone. Whoa.
Wow, I didn't think you had it in you.
Oh, honey, that's not true. Haven't you heard? No one's ever really gone. See you later.
I swear to
¿Tienes a
God I'll
Deadpool?
kill him someday.
So, you had the replacement plan on that TV, right?
Back on topic, Lobo can regenerate from a single drop of blood, and each one he sheds will actually grow into a completely new Lobo. No, I'm not making that up.
No wonder there wasn't any
puta
war in
monster,
Zarnia.
bro.
Nobody can kill these friggin' Bastitches.
It helps that he's also a super genius who knows well over 17,000 languages. He can perform complex physics equations in his head quickly enough to catch the Flash, and can build planet-destroying weaponry out of garbage.
His brain is no joke. He can resist mind control because he's too ornery, and he's got so much willpower he can literally walk through Green Lantern constructs. You know, those things powered by willpower?
And befitting his occupation, Lobo is a master sharpshooter, tracker, and can, by his own admission, deduce the weak points in any opponent.
Like how my shotgun leg jams if booze gets in it.
I would have gone with your crippling alcoholism, but sure, that too. Lobo may be a powerhouse on his own, but he also comes equipped with guns, knives, swords, grenades, and a bomb that he sent back in time which accidentally killed the dinosaurs. Whoops.
His favorite is his enormous hooked chain. But when his job takes him across the universe, he hops on his Space Hog, a customized
Un segundo, que voy a
fast-frag
banear a
666,
alguien.
which has automatic machine guns, responds to his whistle, can fly fast enough to escape black holes, and blasts "Born to be Wild." Wait. How can he sing in the vacuum of space?
Es Lobo.
That's where you're drawing the line? Not the time he, say, pulled the alien entity Solaris out of the sky, which is as heavy as a star, despite lacking leverage?
I like how he even admits that didn't make any sense.
Using a small to medium-sized star like our own
Una
sun as a
parodia,
reference,
Lobo, es
Solaris
que-
should weigh nearly 2 octillion tons, over
Lobo.
300,000 times heavier than Earth.
So, pretty tough to bench press. But how about the time he was fighting some rabbits?
Es que la
and he
mirada
got
de Ghost
so
Rider no tiene que hacerle daño a Lobo. Es que es Lobo.
ate a city
Es ridículo.
all at once. Disclaimer, don't eat away your feelings. It's not healthy.
Lo
Drink
ves,
them
está
away
comiendo sus
instead.
sentimientos. Es-
Do that. But that is trillions of tons of steel and rubble condensed into a sphere smaller than the palm of his hand. By my calculations, that compressed ball should be over 20 times denser than a neutron star.
Oh God, imagine that coming out.
This unimaginable strength lets him brawl with the likes of Superman. But that's barely scratching the surface.
Name anybody in DC Comics and it's likely Lobo's kicked their ass. He can even punch ghosts! Sounds like the only thing that can kill this guy is an act of God.
Not even that. After rampaging through heaven and hell, tearing through armies of angels, demons, and what have you, Lobo's bloodlust on a literally biblical scale got him banned from the afterlife. As in, death was told that Lobo's soul was not to be collected.
Ahí está lo que acabo de
He
decir.
just can't die now?
Not in the traditional sense. He's had his head disintegrated, been reduced to a skeleton, even been turned into a spirit that just kept on fighting until he got his body back.
The only thing that's ever really held the big lug back is his weirdly consistent integrity. Namely, he'll always keep his word no matter what. Seems pretty weird for a cosmic madman, but he also loves dolphins and will literally go to hell and back to protect them, so who even knows anymore?
He's not without his failures, though. His greatest of which was perhaps something entirely out of his control. His reboot.
What the hell is that scrawny, emo, Edward Cullen-ass looking dork?
Ya me acuerdo
That's
de
New
eso.
52 Lobo, a serious, tortured, modern interpretation. Everything that Lobo was meant to be a parody of.
Thankfully, someone at DC developed a sense of irony and literally shelved this loser.
The real Lobo returned better than ever and got back to doing what he does best.
Kicking ass across the universe. He's not just some two-bit alien villain. He's the main man, and the whole universe knows it.
See? Someone's paid me a heap of cash for your carcass, and the main man always delivers.
No puedes perder
Alright, the
Lobo.
combatants are set
Y han
to
chetado
confront
Ghost
the
Rider,
through all
conste,
possibilities.
pero bueno.
But first, rev up your engines for this delicious food deal. But Blue Apron.
By now, you've probably heard of Blue Apron, the leading meal kit delivery service in the US.
Choose your meals each week, get the ingredients delivered to your doorstep, and whip up a meal using the easy-to-follow directions provided.
Check out their summer menu and try out their customer favorite plant-based
¿Cuánto le pagarán
burger with the
esta
Big
mierda
Dog
página
burger.
para
I never
estos
thought a
vídeos?
plant burger would be a good idea, but I was totally wrong. You gotta try it.
300
And there's
pavos?
plenty more to love about
más?
Blue Apron.
My favorite part is feeling like a master chef, making creative and delicious meals with my own hands.
Sacan un vídeo
You
por
guys
un-
really need to try it
No.
out.
It's pretty nice
Realmente
coming
este
home
ese-
knowing
ese
I'll
cabrón.
have a delicious meal I can whip up with ease. Blue Apron supplies the recipe, you do the cooking, and the result is truly beyond.
Check out this week's menu and get $60 off at blueapron.com/battle. That's blueapron.com/battle.
Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
Es que no puede
But right
perder Lobo,
now,
pero bueno,
it's
vamos a ver
time
qué
for a
hacen.
death battle!
No puede perder Lobo. Pero bueno.
What the frag?
Lobo of Zarnia, your sins are innumerable. I am here to
I don't give a fuck. Lo único por lo cual puede ganar, joder, es que no tiene ninguna arma ganada.
Beetles, gaze my bounty! I'm gonna skull frack ya!
¿Por qué no? Cadena Fight.
You one ugly freak.
A todo esto, no han hablado de la moto de Go. No han hablado de la moto de.
Is that a fact now?
De Lobo, que también es la polla, la moto de Lobo, pero bueno. No hace ni mierda. Coño, puta mierda, ¿por qué está viendo así? Cojones, puto vídeo. Acábale.
Bottoms up!
Ah, vale. Se lo acaba de comer. Se lo acaba de comer con el edificio. Me encanta.
It's done.
Nope.
About time.
Nope.
Not yet, scuzzball!
Kagebushi no Jutsu. Venga. Power up. ¿Por qué no? ¿Por qué no? El fantasma.
Holy fraggaroli. I definitely ain't picking up that bounty now. Lobo of Zarnia, your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul. No.
¿Really? Pues no, ganó Raider.
Damn, that was toasty. Wonder what Ghost Lobo tastes
Ganó
like.
Raider.
Being so absurdly
Wow.
powerful, Lobo definitely held a massive physical advantage against the Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that was obvious.
puto dije,
Skullhead
neta.
took down a skyscraper while Lobo dragged around a frickin' sun. But Ghost Rider survived some pretty incredible things. Almost as incredible as these new shirts from store.roosterteeth.com.
Time and place, Boomstick.
Come on, we gotta eat.
Even World War Hulk couldn't finish him off, and Lobo didn't typically carry any holy weapons, which meant he really did
Lo
not have
acabo
a
de
good
decir.
way of killing the Ghost
Porque
Rider.
no puede
Yeah, but
matarlo con
who
la
needs
mierda
holy
Holy
weapons
Weapon.
when
Lo
you're
he
strong
dicho, no
enough
lo
to
he
crush a
dicho.
whole city? Couldn't he just
Excusa de mierda.
overpower Johnny?
A good question. However, do you recall how powerful Zarathos was? Zarathos was an equal threat to Mephisto, whose battles tore apart the universe. Once the Ghost Rider
¿Qué tan
released his
fuerte
true
es?
power,
Tan fuerte
Lobo's
como
physical
otro,
advantages
no como
hardly
él,
mattered
porque
anymore.
no hay
But hey, the main man was super
smart.
smart and probably could have figured out Johnny's weaknesses.
no.
But how is he gonna escape to find a holy weapon somewhere when the Hell Cycle outraced Mjolnir?
Which once crossed the Milky Way and
Otra
back
vez,
in under a
otra
minute, a
cosa.
feat more than 100 billion times faster than light. More than capable of keeping up with the Space Hog.
They were both as unkillable as you can get. But since Lobo was banned from the afterlife, how could he ever lose?
This is where the fine print matters. Death was banned from reaping Lobo's soul, but that doesn't mean the soul itself could not be destroyed. This is where our research surprised us the most. It turns out the Ghost Rider had 3 different methods of specifically targeting Lobo's soul.
His Hellfire could hurt the soul directly, and since it ignores normal defenses, Lobo couldn't really stop it.
With
La excusa.
trillions of murders on Lobo's hands, the Penance Stare could wield extraordinary power against him. And while Lobo had a high pain tolerance, he did not enjoy fatalistic agony and unending torture so much that he'd survive all of that at once.
Even if he did, Zarathos could just gobble up his soul for a quick snack. The end. Easy as that.
Lobo was undeniably a difficult opponent to take on, but the Ghost Rider's cosmic might, unholy invulnerability, and soul-rending powers gave him the perfect tools to take out the main man.
That poor bastard didn't stand a ghost of a chance. Sorry, I knew that was a Lobo.
The winner is Ghost Rider.
Thanks for watching this episode. If you want the battle music for yourself, you can get it by clicking the link down below.
Also, if you like animated content, check out the new Rooster Teeth animation channel. Just click that box.
Siguiente
over there.
batalla, veamos. Power Ranger. Vale, la batalla ha estado bien, me ha gustado mucho la batalla. El resultado, no, o sea, es ridículo que me diga. Me da igual que diga la gente, no podía perder Lobo. Es una puta parodia. Es como cuando la gente pelea a Saitama con Goku. Va a ganar Saitama porque es una parodia, ¿vale? Siempre es más fuerte. Y luego es el típico personaje que no tiene lógica. Pero no, el alma de... Oh, Dios. Bueno, o sea, es que... Todo el rato, es más rápido que el martillo de Thor, que en un cómic el martillo de Thor se fue a tomar por culo. ¿Fue en el cómic el cual hablas? No. Por lo cual es otra línea temporal. ¡Gilipollas! Cada puto cómic es una línea temporal y tienes que poner a un pavo que pelea con otro pavo cuando el otro pavo está en otro sitio. Es que es ridículo, ¿vale? Es ridículo. Y la cosa me encanta, Porque han dicho, lo he dicho yo, lo de la Holy Weapon. La única manera de que la pelea no perdiese Lobo es porque no tiene ninguna arma sagrada. Pero me creo que la pelea se está agarrando hasta que literalmente coge la moto, se va al espacio a por una arma sagrada y así matarlo. Pero bueno, nada, dejémoslo, paso. La pelea está bien animada, eso sí, me ha gustado. La pelea animada está de puta madre. Y la música también. Y el golpe también. El problema es el resultado final, que es una mierda. Como ha dicho alguien, que Mario vs. Sonic. Pero bueno. Tú todo da like, me pido. Deu.